What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Uncle Project podcast. It's your host, Mr. T. And today's episode, we're going to be rocking a little bit different. Look, I got a whole ass podcast here, and I'm barely making episodes. So, I'm going to just be freestyling for some episodes, just so I can get some episodes out. I have podcaster on my Twitter, but I'm barely putting any episodes out. So I figure just getting more relaxed freestyle type of episodes out probably be the best way to remedy some of that. So this is actually not my first attempt at this episode. I actually almost put a trash ass episode out like just a second ago. But just the beginning of it was so rough. But it got better as it went. So I figured if I gave it another try, that I might be able to do a little better episode. It's all for y'all, all for y'all at the end of the day. And I can also change my topics around. Just as a part of this, whenever I'm doing these episodes, first order of business, I'm doing these in just my browser. I got a fancy new microphone, got a blue snowball. So it's been a while since I made an episode for you to compare, but you might notice that I have some really nice, crispy, clear audio on this episode. But I'm doing these types of episodes for the podcast in my browser. And with that, there is a time restriction there. I'm planning on doing different types of episodes in the future. Hopefully going to be getting some guests coming on every once in a while. Hopefully get some interviews, things like that. Helps people promote some projects and some things that they're working on, and things of that sort. But I'll have these as well where it's just solo. It's just going to be your guy running his mouth for 30 minutes or less per segment. And kind of speaking about segments, first, with these types of episodes, I kind of want to keep these a little shorter and ad free. Well, they might be longer just because I'm going to have this value for value segment. But I got back into this the first time due to hearing about value for value with the Lightning Network, and just knowing that was too cool of an opportunity for me to pass up. I gotta get in it. And just right now, I'm doing way too much writing and blogging not to be podcasting and putting episodes out. Just as far as reach, these tend to do a little bit better for me, even though I'm not making as many podcast episodes. Looking to have a value for value segment specifically for the freestyle episodes. And I gotta do some more figuring out on what wallet to use for Boost outside of Fountain, because I think that Blue Wallet is shutting down operations in the States here where I live, which kind of sucks. these are going to be on centralized servers, and that's going to happen from time to time. But I'll find a way to get those sent to me, those Satoshis sent to me in actual Satoshis, because I actually do have another, I call it my magical Hive Lightning address. And Brian of London on the Hive platform, which is actually the guy that introduced me to like the whole podcast 2.0 and value for value, ideology, or just that value for value frame of thinking. But yeah, that's actually the guy that kind of got me into this whole thing. But he made those addresses for us on for people who use the Hive blockchain. That's the main place that I do all of my blogging and writing. I'm kind of working with some other platforms now as well, kind of branching out, but that's definitely where everything starts, and that's definitely home base. But you can send lightning boost or lightning payments to that wallet, and it give me Hive on my end, but I got it. No like crazy fees to be taken out, and I can also send Hive from that wallet to a lightning address. There's like a little app that you can use. I'm almost certain that you can use to send Hive, and then with this app you can send Hive through the app, and then the person will receive Satoshis on their end. So yeah, you'll see like a bunch of Hive stuff in my show notes, and I know that there is Nostr, they have Zaps, and I haven't really got into that yet, but Hive is just where everything started. It's really efficient, and like I say, that's going to be home for me no matter what, no matter how much I use Nostr, which I will start using that more as I'm starting to roll more episodes out. The main thing with that is I really need to figure out how to get my Nostr account connected to my Fountain wallet for Zaps. So on Nostr, it's decentralized social media. It's not like Hive where like the governance is ran all on the blockchain and everything. But you have your keys to your account, and I think they have different like channels almost, and you can subscribe to different feeds. I think that's how it works. Like I said, I don't know, I haven't really used it, but you see people's content based off what feeds you're subscribed to. I'm thinking that's how it's going to go. But my main thing is I really want to get that connected to my Fountain wallet and my Fountain account. So that can all just be one thingy going on. All my social lightning payments will all be in one place. And yeah, it's really fancy how they set that up. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, so we got that. Let's see. So just with listening to the Uncle Project podcast, I always recommend listening through Fountain. where you can have Satoshis streamed to you for listening to Lightning enabled podcast. This should be a Lightning enabled podcast. And also with that, you can also make clips of your favorite podcasters' episodes, and you get all of the Lightning payments associated with that clip. So, if you want to do some work for the Uncle Project podcast, you can make a clip. You can get some extra Satoshis when people like your clips through the Fountain app, or whenever they boost your clips through the Fountain app, which is super duper cool. And it also helps build awareness for the Uncle Project podcast, as I really try to get the ball rolling with this thing. So I just think the Lightning Network, has its advantages and its disadvantages, but it's a lot better platform for what I was originally trying to do this type of content somewhere else, and it wasn't working out for me. Let's see. So first, I'm not a vlogger. I don't like to be on camera. It's not my thing. Just really not my thing. And let's see. So just with doing vlogs on Hive, that was going to be the video content, but the subject matter probably would have been something like this, which I feel like is probably best for podcasts anyway. If I'm just going to be sitting here running my mouth, I could probably, I should be able to be way more consistent doing things like this, and I think it gives me a little bit more flexibility to make different type of content, and I can do some videos here and there along the way if I feel like doing so. And then on the other end, I still plan on doing like some tutorials and things on 3Speak, don't get me wrong, but on the other end, I was using Library, which is a protocol, and it's data ownership on the transactions, our data are on a blockchain. Yeah, the transactions are on a blockchain. I don't know how decentralized it is and everything. I really didn't get into the project that much to know all of those details, but it got to a point to where the suits didn't really like what was going on with Library for whatever reason, and Library, they got delisted from like every exchange that you can possibly imagine, and couldn't withdraw or do anything with the tokens. So yeah, Lightning Network, it's a really good second best for me. With podcasting, your content is decentralized pretty much by default almost. And I'm actually planning on running my own node. Like, I really want to do this like as a project. So I'm planning on running my own node, and hopefully I can host the podcast on the node somehow. Kind of get like a cool situation going there. But yeah, that's gonna require a lot of figuring out as well. Just figuring out how to set up a Bitcoin node. That's a way for me to get around some of the risk as far as like wallets shutting down their lightning capabilities. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think that'd be really cool. And hey, if it helps support the network, I don't think this helps support in the way that I'm thinking. But yeah, anything to help, man, or anything to keep me in control of what I want to do. Yeah, it's a project and I'm having fun with it, but yeah, I'm in it for the tech. This is a big tech journey for me. And if you dig into some of my blogs and things, yeah, you can tell like, yeah, this guy's definitely in it for the tech. But yeah, so value for value segments coming on episodes. Also going to be doing some I'm Alive segments, and that's just going to be updates just about different things going on in my adventures in Web3. I try not to make this too much of a Web3 podcast, but dang it, I guess some episodes are going to just go that way. But yeah, that's this is a segment that's inspired by the Alive tribe on the Hive blockchain, and yeah, just going to be kind of sharing some updates about different things that I'm working on, and different things that I notice, based around my content. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty interesting, and probably not even all based around my content, just life in general. Like this past weekend, I went like on a pretty cool gift card shopping spree. Like I had a bunch of gift cards left over from like the holidays and from doing like really good at work. And I took myself on a shopping spree with those gift cards. And that's actually how I got this nice blue microphone, blue snowball microphone. And I also got a 8-bit Do Pro 2 controller that I'm using to play video games on my phone and like different browser games. So yeah, that was a pretty amazing experience. I've gotten to play Madden like I was a kid again. And then they have this other game called Flash Party. It's kind of like Super Smash Brothers, but you can play like on your phone, and I think it's like cross compatible with people who play on PC and maybe some other consoles too. So, if you play Flash Party and you're looking to get down, be sure to find me. I'm going to have a post in the show notes talking about, I did a Hive blog post about getting the controller. It has my Twitch information in that post. If you're looking to get in on some Flash Party, follow me on Twitch. If I'm ever live playing any games, feel free to try to hop in. If I'm having guests for an episode, I'll let you know. If I'll have somebody letting people up to play with me, and yeah, we can rock like that. But yeah, so check out that blog post in the description. And be on the lookout for some more freestyle episodes. They're going to be a little bit more structured next time. Going to have my live segments and the value for value segments, and then whatever else I come up with along the way. But yeah, that's going to be all. Want to try to keep these quick and short. Don't want them to get super long. But that's going to be all for today. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at CoinRunner7. Subscribe to the podcast. Follow me on Fountain. And be on the lookout for the next episode. Peace.